the Opopco Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching The Press Row. I'm Jenny Carlson here with Barry Trammell. We're brought to you by Papa John's Pizza. You can go online anytime and order your pizza at papajohns.com. And hey, it might be a great week for a pizza, Christmas week, lots of turkey, dressings, stuffing. Speaking of Christmas week, let's talk about what should be under the tree for some folks in our sports world. Barry, answer this question. What should be under the tree for the Thunder?
Well, how about health? For crying out loud, if these guys could just get healthy, the Thunder in November played not only without Westbrook and Durant, but in the early part of the month without Anthony Morrow, without Reggie Jackson a few games, without Jeremy Lamb, without just a bunch of guys, Perry Jones, a bunch of guys that could really help. They've only been together a few games, healthy. When everybody's together, it's looked really good.
Yeah.
So if everybody can get back together, stay healthy, Scotty Brooks will call it even with old Santa.
Yeah, I think health is probably at the top of the list for the Thunder, but something else they could use, especially in crunch time situations, is a little bit better defense. Crunch time defense. I looked out there, some of these games they lost here of late, and they had 2 and 3 guys on the floor in crunch time, fourth quarter, late game situations that were likely to get burned. And that's not good. That's not good for a team that talked a lot in the preseason, still likes to talk about defensive disposition. You gotta play better defense down the stretch in crunch time in games. I'd give them a little crunch time defense if I was Santa. All right, Barry, what should be under the Christmas tree for Bob Stoops and company?
Well, how about instead of health, which they could use a little bit of that, how about mental health? How about, Bob Stoops, we love you, but that boneheaded decision against Oklahoma State, you can't go making decisions like that in tight games. And here's the truth about Oklahoma football in the coming years. You're going to play a bunch of tight games. That's the way college football is. Everybody's close. Everybody's pretty near in talent. Games are going to go down to the wire. You can't go re-punting to the likes of Tyreek Hill when you don't have to.
Yeah, maybe mental health for players on the field too, and making good decisions, making good plays. We've seen the defensive timeouts. Maybe that's what Santa should give Bob Stoops and company, some extra defensive timeouts for Christmas. But no, I think to me the thing that Bob Stoops and company could use under the Christmas tree is a solid and maybe even convincing bowl victory against Clemson. Clemson brings in a good defense, but I think Oklahoma has more talent. And to me, it doesn't need to be convincing to ramp up preseason hopes for next year. I think it just needs to be convincing for a lot of guys who are coming back, maybe for the Sooner fan psyche, just to realize that things are okay. College football is tough nowadays, but hey, these guys can still play some football. Maybe Bob Stoops and company could use a nice bowl victory against Clemson. All right, Barry, what should be under the Christmas tree for Mike Gundy and company?
Well, how about quarterback health? Look at what's afflicted OSU the last 3 seasons. 4 times they've lost their quarterback to significant injuries. Wes Lunt and then J.W. Walsh in 2012. Cowboys treaded water with Clint Chelf. Turned out to be a really good player. And then this season, they lose J.W. early in the year. Dax Garman late in the year. Mason Rudolph emerges as the sort of the messiah of the program. Be really nice if old Mason Rudolph stayed healthy. Last time the Cowboys had a quarterback they loved, he stayed healthy. His name was Brandon Weeden, and the Cowboys had 2 glorious seasons. Quarterback health is what Oklahoma State needs.
Yeah, I think that would be big for Oklahoma State. I also think it'd be big as I sort of think about next season and the spring football that's about to come down the pipe here. I think some junior college players that are ready to go right away. You obviously go out and get junior college guys because you think they can contribute right away. Oklahoma State signed several of those guys here a week ago or so, and they really need those guys, especially offensive linemen, to come in and contribute. We've seen a lot of good stuff here these last few weeks, final couple games from the offensive line. But, man, you can never have enough quality offensive linemen. They'll push the guys that are there. Maybe they'll take some spots. I think to get some good quality contributions from those mid-semester enrollees, namely the junior college guys, could be big for the Cowboys. All right, Barry, our fun question of the week. Hey, so what should be under the Christmas tree for yours truly? And the flip side for you here in a minute. But what should be under the Christmas tree for me? What do you got?
Do I have stupid written on my forehead? Is that what you think? You think I'm just such an idiot that I'm going to get sucked into this? I'm not going to say something like They're trying to give the advice I gave to Mike Gundy or Bob Stoops or Scotty Brooks.
You got something nice? You can give me something nice.
What do you give the girl that's got everything?
Oh,
That's got
boy, here
beauty,
we go.
brains, grace, charm. What do you give her? Here's what I'll give you, Jackie O. How about this? How about 39 great memories a day from precious little Millie? How's that?
That's good.
That 39 is a good number, and that's about,
39.
She's capable of that. 30 times, make you laugh, make you smile, make you remember something you'll never forget. How about that's my Christmas wish for you?
That's pretty nice. That's very nice.
What'd you expect?
I don't know. You were being all mean to the teams.
They deserve it. They had a bad year. You had a better year.
Well, I at least have my health, which,
There you go.
I don't know. For you, Barry, here's what I hope. I hope that you get to eat everything you want on Christmas Day. Well, that'll
Probably
happen.
not going to happen.
It's not going to
It
happen?
doesn't look good already.
Well, then I'm hoping for it even more.
Okay, well, I'm going to need that Christmas wish.
Well, I'm sure your mom and your wife are cooking up some stuff that's
They're
good.
working on it. We'll see.
Now I'm worried.
You ought to be worried.
I'm totally worried. All right, now I'm Santa. Come on.
I told you this was a disastrous question. I told you.
All right, on to the more important stuff. Barry, what should be under the Christmas tree for sports fans in our state?
You know what? We don't even talk about it much, but look at what a disastrous season it's been.
Yeah.
Cowboys, rallied late, but had a frustrating year. Sooners, massive disappointment. The Thunder go out early in the playoffs, and now here in December struggling to get 500 because of injuries. We haven't won an NCAA basketball tournament game from our state teams in 5 years, and it's going on 6. So how about this? How about a little belated gift coming in March? How about some March Madness success? Looks like it'll have to be from Lon Kruger Sooners, but they're capable. What if the Sooners had a nice little March Madness run? Get everybody fired up and sort of set the table for the NBA playoffs when hopefully the Thunder can get everybody excited.
Yeah, I think that it's been a tough go for sports fans. We wrote actually at Thanksgiving sort of trying to find the bright side for sports fans because there's not been a ton to be thankful for. Obviously, for Cowboy fans, you got a Bedlam win. I think a lot of people like that. But I think having some things go as they're supposed to go would be a nice change of pace for sports fans in our state. I'm not saying that if, the Thunder's picked to win it all or the Sooners are picked to win it all or, maybe they don't always achieve those goals, but to just come close. It has been a rough go for sports fans. You deserve a little Christmas cheer. We'll see what we can get Santa to do. Hey, be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.